everyone! So welcome to the Gluten Free Gardener. Today we're going to be refreshing some garden beds and yeah, hopefully repotting this little strawberry plant. I had some strawberries in this pot last year and a lot of them died off, but this one seems to have come back, so hopefully we can save that little guy. But I'm really excited to get started and to get ready for the garden season coming up. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do first is try to repot that little strawberry plant. I have a pot right here, and I also have some bone meal fertilizer over here, which is apparently good for strawberry plants. I am not an expert. This is really my first year gardening on my own. Previously I've gardened with my cousin, so I probably will also film over there, and yeah, I'm really excited to just film this year's garden season and see how that goes, and hopefully to get a good harvest at the end of this, right? So yeah, okay, let me start. Ugh. It's very dusty. So I'm gonna be using this grow bag to kind of put my soil in. So let's see, let me start by opening this compost. Ooh, smells like compost. Okay. So let me dump this soil. Oops, I crushed my strawberry. Just clean that little guy off. Alright, so what we're gonna do is mix some soil and compost together and then add some bone meal, and we will use that to fill our pot. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's put some of that in here. Sorry if you can hear a lot of things. I live in a city, so I should maybe get like a little mic or something so that I know you guys can hear me, but we'll see. Alright, this, sprinkle a little bit of fertilizer in there. I'm just gonna mix that in. Oh, I think I might have called that bone meal fertilizer. It's blood meal. I don't know if I said that, but anyway, sprinkle that. Add a little bit more soil. Now I'm going to try to carefully, keyword, take this little strawberry out. All right. Put it right there.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do?
Fill it in with a little bit more compost.
It looks like it's charging, but it looks like it hasn't been. Yeah, batteries kind of.
And then maybe just a sprinkle of fertilizer on the top. And then we will maybe water this in later. Yeah, we'll water this in later. But that is my repotted little strawberry plant, and hopefully it does better there than it did in that big pot. So yeah, my little strawberry. Okay, let me put that to the side. That is one project done. I'm going to close up this fertilizer for now. I'm gonna fertilize a lot when I am planting things out, but for now I'm going to do an all-purpose fertilizer in a few of these, probably 3, and then 2 of them are gonna get a specific tomato fertilizer because I'm planning to plant a bunch of tomato plants this year. Okay, so now let's work on refreshing this pot. The soil actually looks pretty decent. I didn't know how it was gonna do because I did not cover it. So what I'm gonna do is try to pick out any weeds. Not too many, so I am pretty happy about that. I'm going to dump it in here, add compost, and then fill it back up, basically. Oh, let's try the shovel. It's very compact in here. I live in a very wet climate, so soil has gotten very wet and very compact over the winter. Maybe what I'll do is fluff it up, add some compost, and not empty the entire thing, because I don't know if I necessarily need to be doing that, but I do know that I want it super compact. Most of my gardening knowledge has come from Acre Homestead, Becky. I am not an expert by any means. Alright, that is pretty fluffed. Now what I'm gonna do is add a bunch of compost to this part. And I'm gonna mix it together, and then I'm gonna mix in some fertilizer, and then add it to the pot.
Just bring it out, Vivian.
Right. Now I'm only making a little bit of a mess. That is, I have 5 of these, so I want to make sure I have enough for all 5. So that is probably good for this one. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to stir this all together. And then also, let's see, should I start with tomatoes or all-purpose? I guess it doesn't really matter. Tomatoes are closer to me, so let's start with that. All right. We'll pull some of this on. And I will make sure to mix it in. Okay. And then we add back. And I'm basically going to repeat this process for the other tomato one, and then I'll repeat it for the all-purpose. Maybe it would be easier if I do this. Yeah. How much that fills. There's a, and you can't really see it from over there, but there is a soil fill line on this. So just trying to reach that.
There's a couple people I talked with, like a big deal, but people still not sure you could do that.
All right. And I can always add more when I actually go to plant, if I need to. one looks good. Let me top it with a little bit more. And I'll mix that in as well. And hopefully it'll give us some nice soil. All right, I'm going to repeat that for the other tomato one, and then I will meet you back here. Okay, so I just took a little bit of a break because I was a little tired and needed some water, but now we're gonna get back into it. So basically I've done the 2 tomato beds. I'm calling them beds. This is technically a tiered planter, but I am kind of using them as individual beds, like mini beds basically. I can put in the description what size each of them is. I got it from Greenstock. They're really good quality, and I really like them, and they work for the space I have here because I don't have a lot of space. So yeah, basically I did those 2 back there with the tomato fertilizer, and then I did this one right here with the all-purpose plant food that I have, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the all-purpose plant food to this one and this one, and then that'll be it, and I'll be done. And then I also need to water in that strawberry that we started with, and there looks to be a bee near me. Isn't that fun? So yeah, we're just gonna continue on doing basically exactly what I have been doing. My back is hurting a little bit because it's kind of an awkward angle, but it's a beautiful day. It's our first nice weekend. I live in Washington State, and it has been raining for 6 months, and it is 70 degrees and sunny, and it is beautiful out, and I am very, very excited to be here gardening. Well, sort of gardening, getting ready for the garden season. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna get to it. It's also been really relaxing, just kind of not listening to anything. I've just been sitting here kind of just listening to the sounds of my environment, and it's been really relaxing. I typically don't do that. Like when I go on walks with my dog, I listen to music. I'm not usually someone who likes silence, but yeah, it's just been really nice just getting my hands dirty a little and doing this work that I know is gonna, hopefully help produce better plants. And I'm really excited this year. I'm gonna try to grow my own tomatoes and then can my own tomato sauce from that. Yeah, I'm just really, really excited for what this summer holds, So, yeah. But yeah, comment down below what you're excited about for this growing season. Tell me what you're gonna grow. I'm thinking 2 of these are gonna be dedicated to tomatoes. One of them will probably be dedicated to a zucchini plant. And then the other 2 are kind of gonna be miscellaneous. I'm thinking maybe one for snap peas for eating, because I like those fresh, and then maybe one for some like salad greens or spinach. I guess I'm kind of just gonna see what I want to do. I definitely know though 2 of them are gonna be for tomatoes. I'm mostly gonna be planting Romas, I think, because I know that I want to be making sauce, and those are the best for sauce. So I went to the Seattle Flower and Garden Show not too long ago, and I bought some Roma tomato seeds there. I'm really excited to try to start those. I'm actually going to be doing some seed starting next weekend with my cousin. He has a nice little setup in his garage, and I don't really have room for that in my 1-bedroom apartment, so I'm really excited that I get to be doing that with him. Alright, that's about enough soil out of there, and I'm going to do the same thing I did before, and I'm going to kind of loosen up the soil that's already in this pot. And try not to make a mess again. Alright, that is all nice and fluffy now. Now I'm going to add compost to this, add this back in there, add some fertilizer, and keep on going. There's a rock in the compost. I'm gonna take that out, put it in my yard waste bag, which is also just a paper grocery bag, but you know, it works. Gonna mix this up. The top of the soil got a little bit moldy because, like I mentioned earlier, I live in a very wet climate, and so these have been outside. I didn't put any covering on them, you know, I didn't plant anything, I didn't put any cardboard or anything like that over top, which was probably my mistake, but they seem to have done okay, except for having a little bit of weed growth and maybe a little bit of mold on top, but that can all be fixed. So this is pretty mixed. It's looking like great soil. The color is really rich. It smells really good too. I just got some local organic compost. Not really an expert in this, like I said, so hopefully that'll work for me. You know? Add a little bit of that. I'm gonna add some fertilizer, my all-purpose fertilizer, because I don't quite know what I'm going to be planting here, so all-purpose fertilizer will do. So I'm going to take a fistful, kind of sprinkle it. I'm going to take another. Mix that in. And then add my compost back to the top, or my compost dirt mixture. Soil mixture, I should say. Might also grow something in this grow bag actually this year. Haven't decided what, but probably will. So, good. Add a little bit of fertilizer. Mix it in. Add a little bit more to the top. And there we go. So 4 done, 1 more to go. Let's do it. Okay, so now that I've finished all 5 of those, I'm going to just take a little time to give my money tree a little refresh because it hasn't been doing super hot. So I just want to refresh it with a little bit of that compost soil mixture. So what I'm going to do is take it, it's hot, put down the mixture soil. And there, take this, kind of wiggle it out just a bit. It's pretty compacted, so I'm just going to kind of loosen, trying not to disturb the roots too much. Just loosen it slightly with some plastic. Just get that soil off. Give it a nice nice fresh soil. clean roots. All right, I will place that right there. Mix all this up with the compost. Okay, fill this back up. Go. Put this back in here. Some soil out. Go. And then I will just fill it around. Nice fresh soil. Just a little refresh. Not really doing anything special. Found a rock. There we go. Nice. Solid in there. Make sure it's not going anywhere. There we go. Nice little refresh to the money tree. Hopefully it likes that. Hopefully I did not kill it. Perfect. I'm going to clean up. I'm gonna water that strawberry plant and this money tree. It does have a little bit of regrowth on it, which is a good sign. And I think that's about it for the day. So thank you for joining me. Please subscribe, like. I'm gonna be posting a lot more videos this summer of gardening, of canning projects. I wanna make some gluten-free baking videos. So yeah, definitely subscribe and hang around, and I would love to have you. All right, see you then. Bye.